Welcome to S&S Pigskin Picks back in the house. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us here for our reaction to NFL Week 16. What a week it was, Jer. Let's say it's a lot of craziness happening. So that we get right into it.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
just coming to you from the land of the Flames and Stampeders, Calgary, Alberta. And yeah, I got
Okay.
to watch most of the games, and yeah, I was really impressed. Things are kind of settling now. A lot of the teams that thought they might have a chance don't have a chance anymore. There are some fringe teams still in the hunt, but yeah, I think I know what my playoffs are going to look like.
Yeah, man. Nitty gritty is here. So let's get into the first game. It was the Browns and Bengals. Bengals take it pretty easily. DTR looked really bad. I don't think he'll be starting next week for Cleveland. Bengals still alive. They have a big game, Week 17, hosting Denver. I believe they're laying 3.5. Probably going to be one of the biggest games in Week 17. What were your thoughts on this one?
I know Deshaun's not playing, but he just keeps coming up about the Browns, and I'm just thinking that they should draft a quarterback. It's going to have to happen eventually. Why not this year? I think there's some good quarterbacks that can sit for maybe a year or so and give her and be good. So, but with the game, Cincinnati's had trouble classically against Cleveland. They got over that hump this year. Beat them twice.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is something that I'm keeping an eye on. I know it's late. Things have already really fallen into place for most of the playoff teams.
Right.
But yeah, really looking forward to Week 18. I think there's going to be some bangers in there.
Yeah, there's a rumor going out there that Myles Garrett saying that he'd be open to a trade in the offseason. He said, I want to play for a winner. Obviously, Cleveland this year, just fell on their face. A lot of injuries. Nick Chubb never was really healthy. Deshaun Watson fell off the face of the earth. And, last year they were in the playoffs, right? Joe Flacco. And now they're nowhere. So big turnaround. It's a year-to-year sport. And let's move along to the Lions taking care of the lowly Bears. I believe this was the Bears' 10th straight loss or something like that. They were...
Yes.
Yeah. So the show goes on. Goff has this trick play with Jahmyr Gibbs where they fake a fumble or something, and then they throw a touchdown. Just clowning these guys. Big bomb to Jameson Williams. He's just a perfect deep threat for that team. And Chicago falls in a hole and they can't get out of it. And Detroit is looking for that number one seed. What were your thoughts?
Detroit still showing us that they're the team to beat. Defense is an issue, but offense just doesn't matter. Injuries, they got guys that are just ready to step up. Jahmyr Gibbs obviously was a starter, but now he's just taking over. 23 carries, 109 yards, touchdown. With Montgomery, maybe he doesn't get that, but just waiting until this defense just gets a little bit healthier to see what they can do. If it's a Buffalo Detroit Super Bowl, so be it. But it's going to be like 50 something to 50 at this rate.
I think this is Detroit's last game outdoors. Was this last week here on Week 16. I think their last two games are indoors. They played almost every game this year indoors. So if they do make the big dance, obviously they'll be indoors in New Orleans. So let's see what happens. I mean, health is the number one issue for them, obviously. Okay, Cardinals-Panthers. This one goes to overtime. Panthers sneak it out. Chuba Hubbard, 152 yards, game-winning touchdown. Kyler Murray and gang are, I believe, not officially eliminated from the playoffs, are they? I'm not 100%, but still disappointing output. And Carolina shows some heart. What were your thoughts, Jer?
Well, yeah, Arizona was diving. Like their defense was really putting up there for quite a long time. I'd say 5 weeks in a row. They were giving it the best effort, and still Kyler can't get it going. Even in that tight NFC West race, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe they're officially out after that loss. I don't
I
think that
think after
even
this one they are now.
Rams. I don't think they can catch.
No, I don't think they can. I think if they won out, they had a chance. So tough game for them. Carolina, I believe this was their fourth or fifth win. So showing some fight after that disastrous start to the year, and the benching of obviously their second year guy Bryce Young. Okay, this was probably the back and forth big game, most exciting game of the week. The Commandos take it over the Eagles. Jalen Hurts gets hurt, concussed, leaves the game. Small hands. Kenny Pickett comes in, looks good 1 second, the next second not so good. Saquon had his $150. He had his home run ball, but Commanders just 5 turnovers. They win this. What the hell happened here?
Oh, Kenny Pickett sucks. I'm sorry. I know he's only a backup, and that's been proven. He's not going to be starting, and I really appreciated him going 3 for 3 there right away and taking some stress out of me. But the rest of the game was a complete mess, and you can't expect the defense to hold if you're not giving them rest in between, and keeping their offense off the field. 22 points in the fourth quarter, embarrassing. I've just been waiting for my team to do this after 10 straight wins. Something always, hurts, obviously, but not the defense. The defense looked so good in that first quarter. Like for them to just collapse like that, I thought we were
very frustrating.
Now I don't even think so.
Yeah, it's frustrating. That defense definitely has some holes in the secondary. Big drop there by Devonta Smith too didn't help. It just seemed like Washington got every little bounce that they could, and they just stuck around in the game. Just classic divisional game, and might be a blessing in disguise for Philadelphia. They're pretty much out of the number one seed. They could pretty much rest the next 2 weeks if need be, because I'm not sure Jalen Hurts will be cleared to play for week 17. So we're going to move along to the Giants and Falcons. Falcons score a couple of pick sixes here. They take it. The rookie Michael Penix looked okay, and the Giants keep on gianting. What were your thoughts on this one?
Oh, the Giants are all in for Shador at this point. I don't see very much effort, and the organization is just atrocious. Their defense looked good at times this year, but with 2 pick sixes, you can't keep the score down when you're on the bench. And Penix, okay, game manager right now. We will see.
Yeah, he did what he had to do. Bijan Robinson, I thought, was like just taking care of business in this game. And just don't throw the game away like Drew Lock did. And I think you get the job done against the Giants. Okay, Titans and Colts. This one at one point was a blowout. Colts were killing them. Titans make a valiant comeback, but Jonathan Taylor, 3 touchdowns, 218 on the ground. Probably could have had more. He was benched there. Titans, I believe, are now 2-13 against the spread this year. So wow. They're doing terrible for their bettors and for themselves. They almost backdoored it, but what were your thoughts on this AFC South battle?
Oh, the Colts actually played for once like they had to win this game. And it's just, it's interesting. I'm really hoping that who's going to be in these playoffs. It's going to be three teams from the Chiefs, Chargers, Broncos, I believe. And I don't think anyone else is getting in.
Well, Cincinnati still has a chance. Cincinnati,
Baltimore's in
Cincinnati.
Court.
Cincinnati could beat Denver. on week 17 and then beat Pittsburgh week 18 and hope Kansas City beats Denver on week 18 and Kansas City will be in. So still a small opening. Moving along, Rams and Jets, low scoring game. Aaron Rodgers and gang could not get it done. Kyron Williams, big game, $122 on the ground. Pretty much dominated this game by himself. Jets did their normal thing, fumbles, penalties, and doing what bad teams do. What were your thoughts on this game?
The Rams defense was a laughing stock earlier in the year. They were just getting beat up. Buffalo put up 42 on them, but they're really showing us something here. 6 points, San Francisco to 6 points, now holding the Rams to 9. They're really showing everybody, the whole league, putting them on notice that, even if we don't put up big numbers like they usually do with Puka and Cooper and Kyron, we'll beat you with defense too. So no one wants to play this team in the first round. I'm telling you right now. And I'm going to go with your original prediction on episode 1 that they're going to win this division, back from 1-4 to win the division.
Yeah, it's divisions just had like 4 different leaders. Like Arizona led for a while, Seattle's led for a while, SF maybe a week or 2 left for a while. So it's just a turnstile. But let's move along to the Vikings Seahawks. Vikings take it by 3. Big game. Justin Jefferson, 10 receptions, $144, 2 touchdowns. This guy's unstoppable. Geno played well, I thought, but threw a big interception there at the end of the game. Metcalf didn't go for the route, and Minnesota rolls along. They're still tied with Detroit and still have a chance at that number 1 seed. Your thoughts, there?
Yeah. This week, the Minnesota offense finally saved the defense. The defense didn't have that good of a game. They still held 24 points, but it's really the offense that shone for me in this game and kind of recuperated a little bit, and because they did have some low scoring games, but I really liked how they went on the road and took care of business at the end there. Seattle was playing hard, but I think they're done now. I think they're going to continue to lose. So.
They do have Chicago in week 17 and then Rams in week 18. So there's small chance for them. Moving along, 49ers at the Dolphins. Dolphins take this one. Devon Achane, big run at the end of the game. Ruins my teaser, but 120 yards. He had a touchdown. I think the Niners outgained the Dolphins here, but big pick by Brock Purdy late in the game and just some ill-timed plays for the 49ers. Miami takes it. What were your thoughts on this one?
Two teams that were supposed to be so great, so dynamic, so explosive, and just injuries, just showing everyone that no one's omitted from this injury bug. Everyone gets it, and I just can't wait to see next year how Miami and San Francisco rebound from this. If they do some coaching changes and who they draft, because they're probably going to be getting.
I don't know about you.
They draft because they're probably going to be getting some picks.
But I don't know about you, but I'm thinking SF's Super Bowl window's closed.
It's looking
What do you think?
way. If everyone's healthy, though, you can't really say that. If Christian McCaffrey's running for 100 yards every game and Debo's catching and Brandon Ayuk's catching, then no, it definitely hasn't closed. Are they going to lose some players? Who knows?
Well, I mean, they're getting a little bit older, and then players going to want new contracts and whatnot, right? So it's not like, besides Brock Purdy, it's pretty much an older core, right? So I'm not sure if they can keep everyone just financially, but I'm not liking their descent. Let's put it that way. Moving along, Patriots and Bills. Patriots show up, cover the spread here. They were up 14-0 at one point. I was scratching my head, and I was like, who is who here? But good showing by Drake May and gang. James Cook does his thing, 100 yards on the ground. And Josh Allen had one of his iffy games there, but Buffalo gets to win in the end. That big, a fumble on that lateral or whatever, really screwed up the Patriots. But Valiant effort on this one. What do you think?
Buffalo's defense, they it looked like it was, oh no, not again. Like, what is going on here? But they righted the ship in the second half, and they showed that they can be what they are, one of the best teams in the NFL right now. I still love Buffalo to play in a Super Bowl this year. The Kansas City Super Bowl hangover, I think it's just going to be too much. Three parties in a row, just stuff.
But can Buffalo win a game without scoring 30 points? Can they win a 2017 type game? I don't know. I don't know. That's been their bugaboo, right, in the playoffs. But moving along to the Tank Bowl of the week, Jaguars, Raiders, a game probably nobody watched, but Raiders got the win. Everyone thinks that they're just tanking, but the players do want to win. O'Connell, 257 yards. I'm really impressed by this rookie by the Jaguars, Brian Thomas Jr. He had 132 yards, 9 receptions. I know Christian Kirk's hurt for them, but he's been their lone, I guess, bright spot for the Jags. And both teams are just playing out the season here. Not much else to say. What were your thoughts?
I'm just hoping the Raiders get Shador and Dion comes on over and signs on as a coach.
I don't think Dion's coming.
Shiloh on the roster, but I think that'll just be so fun. Just some injection of energy in the NFL. I think it'll be great.
Well, Shador's already said that he would like to go to Las Vegas. I mean, he's already put up a poster on his social media saying, heaven or something to the stadium. I think they've pretty much told other teams that, they don't want to go to New York. They don't want to go to New England or whatever. So we shall see. That'll keep us on our toes. Okay, let's go to the Sunday Night Football game. Buccaneers at the Cowboys. Baker and gang fall back into a little bit of a hole. Could not catch up. And Dallas takes it. CeeDee Lamb, 105 yards. And Cooper Rush was actually throwing the ball deep, which surprised me. I thought he was just a dink and dunk, check down artist. But who are these Cowboys, Jer?
Well, it was down to the last play of the game, and I thought for 1 second that he actually caught the last touchdown.
Yeah, me too.
And created the miracle comeback. But yeah, unfortunately, Tampa Bay had another one of those games where they should have won and they didn't. And this is just their downfall. Beating all these great teams when they want to, and losing when they should win. Good thing, Atlanta got their big win, but it doesn't really matter. I think the Buccaneers will find a way to recover and win the division still.
Well, Atlanta's got the tiebreaker. So Atlanta's technically in first right now. But Atlanta has, I believe they're going to be in Washington. And then Tampa hosts Carolina. And then final week, I believe Atlanta has the Saints. Actually, not the Saints. I think they have the Panthers, and then I think Tampa has the Saints. So Tampa has the easier schedule, right? But I mean, if Atlanta if they can beat Washington, they're in, right? If they win their last 2 games, Atlanta's in, and Tampa Bay does not control their destiny. So a lot going on, man. This week 16 leading to week 17, and we got games on Wednesday, Christmas. We got games on Thursday, and then games on Saturday, and a few games on Sunday, and of course Monday. And we're here for it. Any final thoughts as we wrap up our recap for NFL Week 16, Jer?
Free Jalen. Please let him be okay and be pumped to get his revenge on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in round 2 of the playoffs.
Yeah, it's lining up that way. Let's see. Okay, everyone, thank you for joining us here. Thank you. Please consider giving us a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. And Jer and I will catch you next time on S&S Pigskin Picks.